Royal Rumble winner in 2019. Both have beaten Cena, Brock Lesnar. Roman beat Taker. So you're telling me right now that Seth Rollins has currently the better career between the entire Shield members, correct?
Yeah, just because I think Roman was so badly booked as a babyface. I mean, yeah, he's had a lot of accomplishments, but Rollins just had a much better character arc. That's another thing you got to consider too. Like they were both booked beautifully during the Shield days, but after that, Roman should have been a heel soon after, with how they booked him, and it's not his fault. It's WWE and how they booked him. So Rollins, again, they went with him when he started getting cheered. When he got booed, they turned him heel. He was booked perfectly. I don't know why they couldn't do that with Roman. And now we're finally starting to see the best version of Roman Reigns now. So if you ask me again in 5 years, depending on how long this heel Roman Reigns thing goes, he very well might be the bigger star of the four. He's obviously been positioned more as the face of the company compared to Rollins. But I think in terms of pure booking, Rollins has had it better because they've turned him heel when they needed to turn him heel, turned him face. He's had a lot of great stories, feuds, matches, moments. Reigns has as well, but the fan support was never really there. That might be the only thing that gives Rollins the slight edge over Roman Reigns, in my opinion.
And to be fair, Ambrose, Moxley, one-time world champion, three-time Intercontinental champion, currently AEW world champion, two-time tag champion, one-time U.S. champion, Money in the Bank winner in 2016. So not bad. Still a little far away from both Roman and Seth, but I think all Roman needs is what? Money in the Bank? That's really it, right?
Yeah.
That's all he needs?
Yeah, he hasn't won Money in the Bank. I think both guys, for whatever the fuck it's worth, I'm not even sure if this would matter anymore, but they should be the ring.
And he's main evented WrestleMania, what, 4 times? Roman?
Yeah, 31, 32, 33, and 34. Yeah, 4 times.
Right. Could have main evented 36. But the whole pandemic.
Probably maybe one of the nights. I don't know if Taker and Styles would have gone on last. They had Reigns and Goldberg, but probably.
I guarantee you he'll main event 37.
Oh yeah,
I guarantee it.
I don't guarantee,
Roman
but
Reigns
there's a very good
will
chance.
Main event WrestleMania 37.
I mean, I think he should, but I think there's a chance they could put Drew and someone else in that spot. Yeah, I can see
You know
that.
how they do, Graham? They look at the Universal title more prestigious than the world title. That's a fact.
Well, I mean, the WWE title went on last this year.
Oh, who went on? Who went on last WrestleMania? Oh,
this year?
Drew and Brock, right?
Yeah, Drew and Brock. Yeah.
Well,
I understand what you're saying. It's because it's really the title that Roman Reigns holds is usually the more important one, and it just so happens to be the Universal Championship. Exactly. It's on SmackDown. You know, it's good to see because the SmackDown title almost never gets shown any fucking love. So it's nice to see that the SmackDown title is finally getting some love, even though it's not the WWE Championship, but whatever. You know, I listen, I want to see Roman in the main event against The Rock or Big E or whoever, or Daniel Bryan. We'll see. It depends. I mean, we could get a main event of John Cena versus The Undertaker again. I mean, I heard they might be bringing those two back for Mania. No fucking thank you. But at any rate, I think Roman should be the main event based off how great work he's been doing recently.
So last question I got for you, and I know we'll save it for a basement show down the road, but I know there's a recency bias when people ask this question. Where do you rank the Shield as a faction all time for you?
Like wrestling or WWE, or it doesn't matter?
You tell me. You answer how you want to answer it. Is it Shield in your top 5 factions of all time for you?
I mean, I want to say yes, but I feel like if I do, I might be missing some. I mean, off the top of my head, I'm thinking DX, NWO,
right.
4 Horsemen.
Right.
I mean, I'm not even saying in that order. I'm just saying like in just general.
All right. So you got 3 so far.
I mean, I want to say yeah, but like maybe Evolution would be in there too.
That's 4.
Because you also got to think I'm putting them in there because they all went on to have such big futures. I mean, they weren't only together, dude, for like a year and a half, 2 years. Mm-hmm. The Shield. They weren't together for that long. But That said, though, they've gone on to have massive success. Evolution created Batista and Orton. The Shield created everyone involved in that group. I would probably put them in the top 5. I guess it would probably be in no particular order: NWO, DX, Four Horsemen, Evolution, Shield. I don't really give a fuck about like the Ministry of Darkness and
Wow.
Wow. Shit like that, like the Acolytes or what? Not the Acolytes. What was the Disciples of Apocalypse or whatever the dumb shit that was? I don't know. I'm trying to think. But I mean, again, if I say that, I could see a million people going, "Oh, you missed the Authority" or something like that.
That's
I don't know. Obviously, not the Authority.
You missed the Nation of Domination. God. You missed the Heart Foundation.
Okay, the Heart Foundation. All right. This is what I'm saying, Randy. I can't think of every fucking faction off the top of my head. Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe not top 5 then, because they'd probably put the Heart Foundation over the Shield. They would put Nation probably over the Shield.
No,
I mean, that one's tough.
I asked you because, bro, trust me, if you ask all your friends on Twitter, if you a poll, people are going to say the Shield are top 5 all time. And it's like, okay, you can have that conversation.
Arguable,
you say what?
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not that outrageous. If you told me, like, I don't know. All right, let's put it this way. If you said, which WWE has done this before, we've talked about this. We had a whole episode on something along these lines. Mm-hmm. If you said top 5 undisputed era, then I would disagree with you. Okay. And listen, there is no bigger undisputed era mark than myself. But having success in NXT is not the same thing as having success on Raw, SmackDown, or any major company like a WCW, NWA, or something. Right. It's just not fucking the same.
I agree.
It's not the same. So that I would disagree with that. And then we also don't know what their future holds beyond the group either. They could all fucking go on and do absolutely nothing on the main roster. So we got to remember that too.
Right.
But with the Shield, we already know they've gone on to be. Between them, including AEW, they have 11 world titles between them. The NWO was only great for so long. They left a lasting legacy, and they made an incredible early impact, but like it got watered down after a while. DX didn't really create any new stars. They created a New Age Outlaws, I'll say that, and Shana to a certain extent, even though she was kind of already over pre-DX. But yeah, so I mean, obviously I would put DX and NWO, I would say, over like the Shield. Mm-hmm. But if you say the Shield is top 5, I don't think that's a bad opinion. It's definitely debatable, but it's not like, man, you're an idiot. Like, I think Undisputed Era, Inner Circle, I mean, not that people would say that, but like, Bullet Club is another one. That's an interesting one. Would you put that in the top 5? I don't know.
No.
They've been together for 7 years.
No.
Is it all the same members? No. Have they had an impact on the industry? Yes. That one's interesting. I don't know if I would put Bullet Club top 5. I would personally put Shield over Bullet Club. Even though Shield was together for a year and a half, Bullet Club's been together for fucking 7. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, can I remember one memorable feud they've had? No, like, I don't know. It's a weird thing with Bullet Club. That's kind of a sensitive subject for some people. I would put Shield. I may put Shield in top 5. I don't know if I would put them over Nation of Domination, but if they're not 5, they're easily 6 or 7. I would put the Heart Foundation over the Shield, though. I will say that.
Okay, so real quick to reiterate, you got DX, NWO, Four Horsemen, Evolution, and the Heart Foundation, or Shield over Heart Foundation.
No. I think Heart Foundation's over Shield.
Okay. Look, yeah. I got you thinking. I'm
thinking about Shield and Evolution. Which one was better?
Oh, so you trying to decide Shield over Evolution?
Yeah, Heart Foundation's over Shield. Evolution and Shield, though, I'm sure we've had this conversation before, and I've thought about it. That's tough. I'd probably put Evolution. Because not just because they were together, I don't know. It's really difficult to say.
The only argument I give you before I wrap it up, the only argument I would say, I won't put Evolution. I won't put the Shield over Evolution.
Okay.
The only argument fans might have to put Shield over Evolution because Evolution already had 2 established stars in Hunter and Ric Flair, champions. Correct. All that they had their run, and they were still going. The Shield had 3 brand new people from scratch, and they built up to where they became champions, Rumble winners, Money in the Banks, and all that. So I still got Evolution above the Shield. But if someone to put Shield above Evolution for that reason, I can't really be like, you know what, you're not technically wrong about that.
No,
But
I agree. Exactly. You could really say it either way, and you're not like a fool for saying either one because you're absolutely right. I didn't really think about that, but you're right. They took 3 literally unknown guys. And yeah, Rollins was an NXT champion, but no one was fucking watching NXT at that point.
Right.
And they made them into household names.
Exactly.
So, and now Ambrose is the face of another promotion. So
that's right.
Yeah, I would probably give the Shield the edge slightly. And they've also, like Evolution, I think a lot of people think about Evolution, you either have fond memories of the group or you fucking hate them because they were a part of like that era of Raw where it was literally all about them. It was all about Triple H. And they didn't put over literally anyone else but Evolution. The Shield put over a lot of people. They had amazing matches. You got to remember the matches too. Evolution never had any great 6-man, multi-man matches ever. They had great moments individually, but never as like a group. They had that one night where they won all the titles, but that was about it.
Right.
As a match-wise, Shield had their first ever fucking match on the main roster. Ryback Team Hell No TLC 2012 at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. One of the greatest matches like of the last decade. An amazing debut, like one of the greatest in-ring debuts I've ever seen. And they went on to have great matches with every trio from that point forward, but most notably the Wyatt family and Evolution with 2 or 3 amazing matches. And again, 3 of the best, some of the best matches of the last decade in WWE. Evolution didn't really have that. So, whatever. But they were also booked beautifully too. The Shield, they weren't together before they got to a point where like it was dying down, where they lost juice. They broke them up right before they got to that point. And they all went on to have great success. They've reunited a bunch of times. They've had success. So heels, faces, they work as both. Evolution never really had that face run. So I would put the Shield over Evolution, but again, either one, I don't think it's a dumb opinion either way to put one over the other. If you say Inner Circle, that's a different conversation.
Well, I'm surprised you ain't put your favorite as number 1, The Authority.
Do I just leave the chat now, or where do I leave?
No love for The Authority? Come on now.
God,
man.
fucking, if we're making a list, maybe if this is the list of worst of factions of all time, then absolutely. But if it's the best, then absolutely not.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty bad.
Graham Matthews, Bleacher Report, FanSided, Daily DDT, my man. You can follow him on Twitter at WrestleRant. You can follow me on Twitter and IG at Randy J. Cruz, RENDY, the letter J, CRUZ. You can find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and on the Cruise Control Podcast Network now on YouTube, presented by Red Bull. Graham, my man, thank you, and I appreciate it.